Hey, what is up guys? It's Galaxy Tech Dartlord here, coming to you guys today with a brand new deck profile on my channel. So it's a bit late, I was planning to do this a lot earlier but I didn't get all the cards. So it's my Subterror deck. So I'm playing the Prediction Princesses in this deck. I don't personally like the Ghost Trick deck, the Ghost Trick variant, but yeah. I do like this deck a lot more than I like Spirals, and I will put one on my channel at some point. But I don't actually feel that the list I currently have is any good at all. So yeah, I feel that Subterrors have a lot more support already than Spirals because they already have an engine that flips things face up and face down. So yeah, very reminiscent of Shadow's in terms of the flip effects. Like this reminds me a lot of Shadow Beast. So yeah, I shall get straight into the deck profile. So we play 3 of each Subterror. 3 Stalagmo, 3 copies of Umastrix, and 3 Nemesis Warrior. So these are mandatory at 3, I think. Stalagmo is really good because you can just tribute it off for the ritual with the ritual spell and then summon it during the end phase. Nemesis Warrior is what makes you get most of your plays off, but yeah, because it also works with Brilliant Fusion, this deck. Not in the way that people would expect, but you know. So yeah. Then, of course, 3 copies of Prediction Princess Territory, and 3 Manju to go with that, because you want to search out the ritual spell in order to summon this and use its effects. So, Territory can flip things face up and face down once during either player's turn. You can either use it to disrupt their board or set up your board, and during your end phase you can summon a flip monster from your hand or graveyard, I think, in face down defense, which is very nice. Then playing 3 copies of Spirit of the Fullwind because you can use this to search out one of your Subterrors, and then you can use the Hidden Cities to search out your Nemesis Warrior and help you set up stuff. So yeah. And then, I've seen people playing the Speedroids, but I actually prefer to go for the desk bots. 3 copies of 3 and 2 copies of 1. So, there is a very reasonable explanation for this. Number 1 is, in the extra deck, I play Herald of Arclight. So you can use this to prevent your opponent from going off with Dantes and stuff, but mainly so that you can put it into the graveyard and get a search for the ritual spell. But additionally, with Deskbot 1, we also have a lot more synchro capability for Nat Beast and other level 5s as well. So yeah, that is my reasoning behind it. It's a free, because the Deskbot 3-in-1 is basically a free Herald of Arclight, and a Deskbot 1 could be a Nat Beast with the right cards on the field. So then lastly, because we're playing Brilliant Fusion, 1 copy of Lazuli just as the target. So for the spells, 3 copies of Hidden City. So I really like this card. The artwork is really nice, and the effect is just so good. This is a Tenki, searches for a Subterror monster upon activation. It's almost like Sinister Shadow games as well. When your opponent declares an attack, you can flip a face down Subterror monster face up and negate the attack. You then get the Subterror monster's effect off. Also during your turn you can flip a Subterror monster face up, which basically allows it to activate its effect, and all the big Subterror monsters, the behemoths, they all have the effect to flip themselves back face down again. So yeah. To go with the Hidden City, I've got 3 copies of Terraforming. I don't think any less than 3 Terraforming is good. 3 Terraforming maximise the amount of searching you can get for this, because this is such a vital card, the Hidden Cities. Then 3 copies of Prediction Ritual. So this is pretty standard. It's just what you use to summon Territory with. You can also banish it from your graveyard and search for Territory, basically. And then playing 3 copies of Preparation of Rites to go with that, so you can basically just get a search very easily for it. Then 3 copies of Brilliant Fusion, because you want to go to Seraphonite, get the Lazuli out of the deck, put Territory in the graveyard to get back with pre-prep, and then you get an additional normal summon for Nemesis Warrior and a tribute with this, so that's really nice. Then lastly, 1 copy of Foolish Burial to put Nemesis Warrior in the graveyard. So then for the extra deck, as has been seen, 1 copy of Seraphonite for your Brilliant Fusion plays, 1 copy of Leo, 1 Trishula, 1 Starter Spot, 1 Catasta, 1 copy of Nat Beast, and 1 Herald of Arclight for all the synchros. So Leo, we can make this with a Despot 1 and Tarot Tray. Trish, you can make this with your Manju, your Spirit of the Full Wind, your Nemesis Warrior, and Despot 1. Stardust Spark, you can make this with Umastrix, because that's level 7, and Despot 1. You can make both of these with just any of your level 4s on Despot 1. You just make this with the standard Despot 3, Despot 1 play. So, yeah. Then for the Xyz monsters, we don't go into all of these often or ever. 1 copy of Superdora, this is just here because it slows down your opponent. 1 Phantom Fortress, Enter Bladner. So, I've never been into this. I have actually been into this card a few times, actually, when your opponent has a board that's really difficult to out, because this card does not target. It is really, really good. Then 1 copy of Flare Metal, 1 copy of Big Eye, 1 copy of Dracosac, because the level 7 plays. I've never made any of these 3, but, you know, they're there for the comfort of them being there. Then 1 Dweller, 1 Castel, and 1 Digusto Emerald. If you draw into your Brilliant Fusion target and you have some way of discarding it, this is really good for recycling it and making plays live again with it, so that's nice. The Dweller and the Castel, they're very self-explanatory. So yeah guys, that is the end of the deck profile. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment to suggest improvements. I will try Glow Up Bulb in this build as well, because I want to make the synchro plays very prominent, and Nat Beast is very good against a lot of the meta. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Peace out.